Hello students, this is Professor Deepa Tangankar. We were dealing with financial accounting. In the previous class, we have studied pro forma of profit and loss account and trading account. I'll just show you the pro forma wherein we have studied trading and profit and loss account. So this is how we prepare a trading account, and then I had clubbed it with the profit and loss account. So this is what is profit and loss account. We have gone through these trading and profit and loss account in the previous class, and today we'll be dealing with balance sheet. Okay, so this is the pro forma of balance sheet. Okay, all of you write this particular pro forma of balance sheet before we see that you have this been written with you, so that it becomes easier for you when we are solving problems. So we'll begin with the balance sheet. Do write this particular balance sheet so that you take down this particular pro forma so that it becomes easy for you when we are solving problems. Alright, so this is the pro forma of balance sheet wherein you have the liabilities and the assets. So to the liability side, you have first thing, that is sundry assets. To the liability side, you have two aspects here. One is the asset side and the liability side. So to the liability side, you have first one, that is sundry creditors, and then you write down the amount, bills payable amount, bank overdraft. So any bank overdraft has been given into the problem, then that entry comes to the balance sheet, to the liability side, because bank overdraft is an expense. Okay, it's a liability. Okay, loan from bank is a liability. Loan from others, any loan taken from maybe from your family or from your friends, so that becomes loan from others, which comes to the liability side. Okay, the total of this, that is bank overdraft, any loan taken from outsiders or loan taken from bank, that comes over here. Even if you do not write this, that's fine. Okay, next, income received in advance. Okay, any income which is received in advance will come in case of liability side. Next comes capital. Okay, capital, in this you have opening capital. Write the amount in the inner column because you need to calculate the entire amount of capital. So we'll do the calculation part in the inner column. So any capital, that is opening capital amount in the inner column. Add additional capital, that is any additional capital introduced in the business, any addition apart from the main opening capital, any additional capital bought into the business throughout the year, then that additional capital is to be added. Okay, and then you get the net capital or net profit. Okay, next you add interest on capital. Okay, additional capital plus interest on capital, additional capital plus net profit. Okay, net profit which has been bought from profit and loss account. I'll just show you here. See, this is the net profit, okay, which is written to transfer to balance sheet. So this profit is being brought down to balance sheet. Okay, this is the profit, net profit. Okay, so this amount will be, profit will be added to the capital. So opening capital plus additional capital plus net profit, profit of the, that is profit of the year, net profit. Next, interest on capital, any interest on capital being done, then that is to be added. Less drawings, okay, any drawings being done for the year, then that is to be deducted, and then you get the gross capital less net loss, if any. Now if there is profit you will add, but if there is loss you will deduct, so net loss. Okay, and once you minus the loss, then the amount whatever is remaining is capital. I'll just explain this capital once again, pay attention. If you want to calculate what is the amount of total capital, then what do you do is you take opening capital, add additional capital for the year. Okay, any apart from the opening capital, any capital introduced during the year, that becomes additional capital. So add additional capital plus net profit. Net profit, from where did you get this net profit? This profit is from profit and loss account. We have written, if it is profit in profit and loss account, this is profit and loss account. In profit and loss account, you have written there to net profit, okay, transfer to balance sheet. So this amount is being transferred to balance sheet. So this is in the balance sheet to the liability side. Under the head capital, you will write this particular amount, that is net profit, and then the amount. Next, add interest on capital. If you have made any investment and for that investment of capital you have got interest, so that is to be added. So interest on capital is to be added. Okay. Less drawings. Any drawings been done throughout the year, any money which has been withdrawn, which has been drawn by the owner, then that is to be deducted. So this becomes this is the total. If any, that is the gross total. If there is any loss being made, if it is profit you will add, okay, if there is profit you will add, but if there is loss you will minus. So if it is net loss, then it is to be deducted and the amount goes to the outer column, which is known as capital. I hope you have understood. Next, coming to the asset side, that is in case of liability side. Coming to the next head, that is assets. Now in assets, what do? You have fixed asset, current assets and so on, but there is no bifurcation being done in this for this balance sheet. Okay, so in fixed asset, what do you take? You take land and building, and then the amount of depreciation is to be deducted, and then the amount in the outer column. So to the asset side, you have land and building. So since this is the fixed asset and depreciation is a non-fund asset, okay, so depreciation is an expense which is to be, it's a non-fund expense, okay, which is to be deducted from the fixed asset. So depreciation amount is to be deducted from land and building. Next, plant and machinery. Plant and machinery also is a fixed asset. So deduct the amount of depreciation from plant and machinery and write the amount in the outer column. Furniture, then deduct the amount of depreciation and then write the amount in the outer column. Motor van, okay, amount in the inner column, less depreciation, amount in the outer column. This depreciation one entry is to the profit and loss account. I'll just show you here. See, depreciation on fixed asset, okay, this is nothing but in balance sheet you will have depreciation being given. So any depreciation on any of the fixed asset will be coming over here, okay. Any one entry will be to the liability side, or one entry will be to the assets to the debit side of profit and loss account, and another entry will be to the asset side in terms of balance sheet. So debit side to the profit and loss account because that is an expense, and to the balance sheet you will deduct that particular amount from that respective asset, okay. Next, investment, whether it is short term or long term, that comes in case of asset side of balance sheet. Stock in trade, okay, then you write down the amount. Debtors, these all are current assets, okay. Stock in trade, debtors, bills receivable, cash in hand, cash at bank, okay, all these comes in case of current assets. Prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, all these come in case of current assets. So there's no specific head being given as fixed asset or current asset, but whatever information comes to the asset side you write down to the assets, whatever information goes to the liability side you write the information to the liability side. So stock in hand, stock in trade, that is the stock of the business concern, stock of goods, amount will be written in the outer column. Debtors, bills receivable, cash in hand, cash at bank, prepaid expenses and outstanding expenses, all this amount comes in case of outer column. Total the asset side and the liability side, both the amount must be tallying, then the problem is absolutely right. See, the amount must be tallying, that is the total amount must be tallying, All right. I hope you have understood this particular class. Do write this particular performer because that becomes easier for you when we are solving problems. In the next class onwards, we will be solving problems in terms of trading and P&L account as well as balance sheet. Okay. So do write these particular this particular performer of previous class as well as of this class, that is in terms of balance sheet, and previous class was in case of profit and loss account and trading account. So please do write it so that it becomes easier when we are solving problems. Hope today's class is clear. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.